Alright, 2,500. Let's go! Seems pretty reasonable for a first hand. Accelerated Evolution is a good card. Definitely one of our best, if not just our best card. Pokilm? Excuse me. Dire Effect Spider. Alright, 3 out of our 4 colors already.
You got a problem?
Look within.
Man, already getting bullied, too. Fast start. We'll definitely trade Orc Bully in that. Yeah, I mean, I don't love this, but we might even have the trick. Wow. Their deck is way better than ours if they have the trick. Miles better.
The price of progress.
They did have something, and they didn't use it. I guess we'll find out in a minute, huh? I do really like Time Weaver. It gives us a lot of information, and actually doubling a spell can be really awful. Like doubling anything. Roland's Fist. That's a thing. We could nerf that forever. Oh, they didn't Rapid Shot it. So they did have a Rapid Shot. I might just want to double, like, Haru Fledgling or Rotor Cycle. These are all the cards in their hand. They have to draw 3 different power cards to get to Roland's Fist. So let them not have a flyer, and then we'll get our own, like, flying endurance creature and just start beating them down.
I bear a message.
And smash. Obviously, Rapid Shot gets us, so we can't really block. But we can block with the Scout, and then they have to use it to save it. Ooh, Killer is pretty interesting, actually. Definitely keep that.
Guide my fists.
Alright, let's go all in. No guts, no glory, right? We can take one. One is fine.
What are you gonna do about it?
Discard the 8-cost Rotor Cycle to sabotage us. But bad news, I ain't got nothing. I do now. So if they hold back again, which they shouldn't, we can actually killer the 1/1. You know, they might not even Rapid Shot. I'm just gonna no blocks. Because that puts them to 8. We can use the Predator's Instinct to kill... Damn, they did it. I was thinking we could use Predator's Instinct to kill the 1-1 and maybe get there. But alright. That works out. Fair enough. Smart play. Knowing that if we had a removal that we win. Xenon Destroyer and Blister Sting. Nice hits.
The throne must be destroyed.
Just gonna kill that now before they gain more life. They might be able to have a flying blocker now, but like that's fine. Let's try Provocateur. GG. Whew. They got stuck on power for way too long. That was very lucky for us. Yeah, GG Pokemon. Sorry about the power flood. Oh, well, power screw there, sorry. Next pack in 4 days. 1991. Ooh. This hand's close to being good. We gotta redraw this. Oh no. Can I have the first hand back? Well, if we draw all power, we might make it. Oof, and they silence us immediately. Oh, that's real bad news. I mean, this is the obvious pick, right? And we even got it. That's too bad. Entrancer's a really good card. Yeah, we definitely need to keep that. Entrancer is awesome. Turn 1 Entrancer is sick. This deck looks wild. It is. It's pretty bad, but it has to be. We don't have a lot of options. Our rares are subpar.
Look within.
Their own Discipline Aminara. Doesn't have a battle. I'm definitely willing to trade. I'm afraid of that thing getting larger. And silencing Blister Sting does suck. Blister Sting is a really good card. Frustrating to play against. Good, good. That's actually okay for us because we don't have that many ways to gain life. So this is nice. I like that they're not attacking and not blocking too. That's really useful for us. What soundtrack is this? This is Bastion. You were playing Roland's Memorial week 1? Roland's Memorial is actually a pretty strong card in a slower format.
Rest and be well.
That's pretty good. Ooh. Hello. Can't play Katra. Let's make that cost 12. Still don't want to trade. Cool with that. I'm gonna take the damage for now. We can swing back and now we have Blister Sting. Oh, wow. Wow. Let's make that cost 6. Darn. It's too bad they didn't get something that was a little more expensive. That's still pretty nasty, though.
A discovery for the ages.
Jeez, that's disgusting. Are legends good? And they dodged everything. Ugh. Gross. I mean, I guess we're winning in the air.
Let the rich
Winning? We need a way to gain life immediately. If we can do that, we might be able to win. This is one of those times where Spirit Drain would actually be awesome. It's a really good hit for them again. Oh, if we only had the Deadly Blisters thing. If only. Dio goes a little bit of ways from actually ultimating. It needs 8. We're not that afraid of it beforehand. Damn. Yeah, they've gripped a lot of power here. Alright, we'll have to fight and kill that. Unfortunate. Like I said, we gotta hope that they draw a blank here eventually. Nope. Wow, that's a really good one, because they got rid of a card that we blanked for them, too. And now we don't have a chump blocker there. That is a thing. At our face. Ooh.
The praxis awakens.
4/4. We've got them really close to dead. Hey, Major Laser! Good to see you. We're still outdrawing them. It's close. It's real close. Accelerated Evolution would have been really nice. How's the health and what color is the hair now? Same as before. Still that... Oh god, did they actually get a torch or something? Let's block appropriately as if they did. I mean, throw away anything. Nice. Cool. We get there. Oh. It's still blue. The health is slowly coming back around. I've had a cold that lasted for about a month. I still have a cough. But we're finally getting there. Hey, cute and small fox. Welcome. Nice to see you. Have a good stream. Well, thank you, Major Laser. And obviously, everybody should go and check out Major Laser if you hadn't already. I think most of my chat already knows who you are. They're wonderful people. So they know other wonderful streamers. 8-4. Somehow with this pile, we are 2-0. Phew. Hoofa. Have I tested new Xenon tokens? I have a deck list that's coming out. I wouldn't, it's not Xenon tokens, but I did a deck list for YouTube just today. So I'm uploading it right now. Normally my subs and patrons get it a little bit earlier. I'll probably still do that. I'll have it on Thursday for all of my subs and patrons. I normally try and get it on Monday or Tuesday. This week's been a little behind. I'm still dealing with being sick and being behind on a bit of like photography work for me. But I'll release it for everybody else on Friday, so right away. You're curious if it's based on Radiance? Not really. I've done a lot of Radiant Wisp stuff already, I don't think that there's that much that's been gained by it, like a Zindal's a thing. It's more based around Tome of Repetition, which is pretty fun. But it does have a Zindal in it. It has 3 of the new cards, Vara, a Zindal, and Tome of Repetition. Regarding the events, is it better to wait until the last week and play with the strongest of your deck, or play week by week? I don't know. I mean, that's a total crapshoot. I think I keep this. The reason why it's a total crapshoot is because your deck might be really, really strong for week 1 and then open weak packs later, or the other way around. And there's no way to tell until you've done it. So you might as well just play when it's available. And if you're really trying to maximize your wins, then you need to do tie breaks, which means that you need to play every single week and do your tie breaks. I don't bother doing tie breaks or anything, I don't care enough. But if you're like really, really trying to get absolute top end of the leaderboard, and it sounds like that's kind of what you're asking, then you should be doing that.
Easy, big guy.
Holding on that aggro plan, so we're gonna try and slow it down a little bit. They attack with the 1-1, I think I blocked there. I know we take a little more damage, but aggro and seal doesn't work out 90% of the time.
Guide my fists.
We can just continue to trade, and then we're gonna have bigger things, and we'll have a flyer, we can get through it that way. Like, if they're just playing weak little things like this, we're in pretty good shape. We'll pick our 1-for-1s, and then we'll just blank their team right away. You always play tiebreaks just because you really like to play sealed games, and that's more than fair. I just don't have the time for all of it. I like draft as much or more, so... Really? Burning a Dark Return on that? Oof. Dark Return's a really strong card in sealed. Just in limited in general, honestly. Dark Return's just a strong card. But here, now we just get the blanket anyways, so I'm pretty happy about that. If they actually have a removal spell, then that's good. This is actually not that bad for us. We're not under that much pressure yet, is the thing. It's not like draft where they've managed to craft their deck around specific things. So, like, we now have decent blocks for basically everything for a while. Like, they can't craft their deck where it has a bunch of, like, optimal curves. And so they have to have opened that well. And to open that well this early in the sealed league is hard. They might have done it, but it doesn't even look like it. Like, strangers are not ideal. Like, a 2/2 stranger for 2 is not your ideal beater. You need a bunch of hot blood barbarians and, like, if you think about what an aggro deck is in draft, it's, like, a lot of really highly optimized cards. I mean, we're flooding out here, so they might win anyways. But, like, things like a lot of hot blood barbarians and, like, Oni Ronins and things like that, that's a good aggro deck. It's not going Dire Fang Spider into a 2/2 for 2 into... And, like, I'm not saying that their deck is terrible, it's not. But it's just generally tends to be a little bit weaker to go this route than to just, like, play a more mid-range deck. That being said, like I said, if we just flood out, anything can win. Flood out and be screwed. But that is our deck. Our deck is super greedy. And, like, I'm saying that my opponent's deck isn't particularly great, but that might have been the choice they had to make. Our deck is not very good either. It's just, we've had to make choices as to the cards that we're playing. A lot of sealed is that, right? Having to play really bad cards, but optimize what you're doing with them.
One day that wall is gonna fall. Gonna build that.
I'm very worried about how much gas they've got. Okay, good. That's a great sign. Wow, that sounds nasty.
Keep to the alleys.
Well, normally a pretty good aggressive play. Here, we're just gonna, like... What do we even want to pop? Just get rid of the War Cry. We've got the ground mostly shored up. If we can untap next turn without them playing anything else huge, killing one of our creatures, anything like that, then we're okay. And we just need to draw, like, a decent card. Like, Twin Brood Sauropod would be kind of cool. Okay, we'll just eat the 2/2 and take 4. Light him up! Wow! Oh, man. Oh, I wish our draw wasn't so bad. Oh, well. What do you do? That's a thing. Pretty amazing. We'll just do this for now. Hopefully we draw another creature. That was incredible. Light 'em up is certainly a choice. I mean, sometimes you, like I said, you have to play with the cards that you're given, and if you're stuck playing an aggro deck because your deck is really, really bad, which it looks like they're stuck playing with a lot of really bad cards here, then, I mean, that's the right choice. Their draw has been so optimal compared to ours. It's incredible. That's pretty great. If they want to double block that, I'm probably okay. I don't know, maybe I should give it flying instead. I really want to buff this, though, if I can. Oh well, what do you do? Draw Stone Cold Bomb? It's way too late. We have double our opponent's power. There are virtual 4 cards ahead of us just because of the fact that we've drawn so poorly. For no other reason. They might double block this. Nope. Well, hopefully they draw a blank or two. We've drawn our fair share. Be really nice right about now. Looks like they might just have removal. Oof. I mean, it's really tempting to have given this flying, because then we have a way to get around this. Oh, okay. Just puts us to 1. They have Nightfall. Are we already dead? I think they had Nightfall, didn't they? No, it was Vile Varmint that had Nightfall. So, I mean... I guess they can buy back Gorilla Fighter? A lot of Dark Returns. Surprised they didn't have a better mid-range deck to play then. Because Dark Return's amazing. It's a really, really good card. Gorilla Fighter is the obvious choice. Even though it doesn't actually exhaust any of these. Still just the best card that they have. Ooh, that's a good one.
The best of both worlds.
I don't think I can realistically exhaust that buff as a just in case. I think we've got to wait. As much as I might want to. Now they can't really attack the Vile Varmint anymore. Yeah.
You're worth more dead than alive.
And actually, they can't really block this either, which is nice. And if they want to block with a 4-3 trade there, I'm okay with that. The less things they have, the less likely they are to be able to, like, mount some kind of return into this game. I was hoping they would actually block with the flyer. We still got the block here, okay. And our opponent is hitting those power cards. Nope. If they have it, they have it. If they don't, I'm okay. The aggro deck with Steelbound Dragon. Like you do. What is this deck? Okay, yeah. Now I'm kind of annoyed because that's silly. There's no reason you should be playing a deck like that. Oh man, that's funny. Sir? Oh, I feel like they had a much better deck in their pool. I wish I could see their pool. Because, like, this is the kind of card that you want to play. You want to be playing the bigger impact cards. Because you saw that we had really flooded out, and even so, we still managed to quite easily come back in a game, because all they had was these little cheap do-nothing cards, like all Praxis Rangers and things. The minute they actually have anything big, I mean, if this could just be like a 5/5 flyer too, right? Or like a 5/3 flyer, like a Moonlight Gargoyle, and it would still be really, really bad for us. What are they doing? Excuse me? That is a choice. Huh. It's like a white weenie deck that just randomly drops Nicol Bolas. Yeah, kind of. And in sealed, like, you generally don't want to be playing white weenie decks. For a bunch of reasons. Opponent's really trying to throw this game right now, which is good for us. Wow. Now we actually can refresh and block with this forever? Cool. We can also attack with that and then give ourselves 4 health and actually trade with the Steelbound Dragon. And if they block with the Death Toucher, then that's fine. This is insane. I can't believe they threw this game away this hard. This is incredible. Whew. I mean, they might still have that chance, because, ooh boy, our draws are unfortunately not working out so hot. Even now. Yeah, maybe they're just playing around entrapment. I don't know. Okay. That is a lot of power. Are they looking at killing that instead of our Karmic Guardian? Alright, they've finally figured out that they should attack here. We only have one line of play. So, I mean... They have something? No? Good. Good, good, good. Nice. So, execute. Man. This is incredible. And we flood again. Alright. Well, sometimes you just aren't fated to win no matter what you do. Oh. Man, what an incredible game. Well, I mean, we won against the last opponent, where we probably didn't deserve to win because they got stuck on power. So, it makes sense that then, like, we have a different opponent that makes some really questionable plays, and, I mean, it just ends up winning just because of their draw. And our draw. In that moment, they needed to attack the Overwhelm earlier, for people that may not know. A lot earlier, because they'd have just forced us to chump with it. It's all luck anyways. That one certainly was. I don't think that game was super decided by any skill moments. I might be wrong. Maybe there was something I could have done differently, but I don't think so. And we certainly tried to maximize our times, because we could have been dead a long time before. A bunch of different ways. Good to see you, Red Briar. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, somebody is curious that Eternal actually has a program, unlike Magic Online, that works to show hover over cards easily. Draw better was the plan. That would have been the way to beat them. Draw the way they did. Not play the way they did. I think that if I drew the way they did and played the way they did, it would have definitely gone their way still. They had better cards than we did.
Easy.
Like, I think their deck, Steelbound Dragon's better than anything in our entire pool, easily. Arena has it, but Moto doesn't. Arena has a very poor facsimile of that, because it's done independently by a third party that just donates their time, rather than by the company that's a multi-million dollar or multi-billion dollar corporation. Yeah. That's the skill you're working on, draw better. Drawing better is a tough to develop skill. Ooh, that's a good one. Thankfully, we've got the Minotaur Lighthoof plus Predator's Instinct, so we can get there.
The best.
Didn't realize it was from the Eternal team. Yeah, yeah. And that's how you get the Twitch drops. And also, if you get, you can get interactive Twitch drops. So, like, there's little chests that pop up on your stream. If you actually have your Eternal account and your Twitch account connected, and it'll show little bronze chests that'll pop up, and that's part of that overlay as well. It's all nicely blended in, like a fully formed package from an effective company. Darn. Getting rid of that was really, really key. All the time Weaver seemed to have. Okay. Wow. A little better than what we do. Maybe a little better.
Keep to the alleys.
Woo! Hit him for 3. Alright. Want to get rid of that. Now we can start slamming. Just wanted to see if they add something first. There's the Shield Bash. Yep. Shield Bash is such a good card. I'm willing to trade the Dark Wisp. I just want to draw a card. We need Lifesteal.
Let Look within.
Let the look within. I also like to let the look within. We're actually getting really close. Scary, scary close to getting Mako down again at 10. Definitely bought him that. Well,
Guide my fists.
accelerated evolution would be real nice. Can we do that? Ooh. Okay. Hello. Hello. We can be Trixie now. This becomes a 4-4. That becomes a 5-5. That becomes a 4-5. We don't want to attack Padra. So we get to trade and bounce. And we have better attacks next turn. Cripple.
My oath is true, if your coin stays good.
Lower. Okay. So all we know is that they have a Mokto for 10. Oh no. I'm like, what? They scooped? Were they dead? I don't think they were dead. I was really scared because they were one turn away from playing Mokto, and I don't think I could beat Mokto. I mean, we could try and go wide, but I don't know if we had enough to do that. A lot of our team was pretty small. Woo. Beat a Mokto. Yeah. Alrighty then. Huh. Sorry, I'm just telling, somebody's like, whoa, you can have our Twitch streams and enlarge objects on the screen and like have all this stuff, and it's another content producer but for Magic that's asking me that. I'm like, yeah, the Eternal Card Game team actually builds their own stuff like that. Active viewers can get. Alright, cool. We also have a $100,000 tournament now, which is kind of cool. Whew. That was a crazy game. Yeah, the other thing with Deckmaster is really good from what I've seen on other streams for like Fuji did it, and it was nice, but like I had troubles with it right away, and it crashed on my computer, and I can't uninstall it, and I can't reinstall it and have it work. Not that it matters anymore now, because I just uninstalled all the Magic stuff anyways. Alright, let's redraw this. It's like if it was something that was officially Wizards, then like they could troubleshoot it. You would actually be able to have support on it, but you can't. Because Wizards doesn't bother doing any of those kinds of things. They might eventually, we'll see. Yeah, this is pretty sweet. We're a little slow, but we've got all of our colors, and we've got all of our most powerful cards, or most of them anyways. Ooh. Spicy. Playing Steadfast Deputy, which is basically an aggro card. And then a very, very slow card in Xenon Augury, which is okay. Xenon Augury is fine. And 4 colors. Much like us. Okay. I would try to avoid Steadfast Deputy, though, especially in 4 colors, because it's going to be really, really rare that you can play it on turn 1. That's a thing. Huh.
The best of both worlds.
1/1s contest X1s, it's true. Maybe they're 4-color 1/1s. They are! Accurate. You nailed it. Damn. Who knew? I'm actually gonna let that happen. And then I'm just gonna play Sauropod Wrangler and Training Ground. We're winning the race.
Easy, big guy.
We got cut ties for something that actually matters. Hair Trigger Pistol. It's a pretty strong card, I don't mind that. We've got a lot of cast. Our hand is incredible right now. I don't even really need more power, though. Currently just crushing it. Cripple. Really? Okay. Huh. Didn't kill the 3/1. That can get bigger. Killed that.
Keep to the alleys.
I want to get a 4/4 down, so let's just do this. Attack them for 5. We can punish that. They're gonna cripple our 2/2. I can definitely punish that. Silverwing Commander. Now there is a cut ties target. Swing with both. They can trade. That's fine. We've got things to do still. We've got a pair of 6/5 flyers. Rebuke, sure. Rebuke on that doesn't matter. We don't have a Wisp anymore. That was a little late for that.
Guide my fists.
Let's make 7 power. Ooh, they do have something. Maybe a removal spell? They might have like a Death Strike. Ooh, Annihilate. Nice. Good thing we didn't play Accelerated Evolution yet. We'll attack first and see if they do anything, if they have a spell. No. This game's very firmly in hand unless they randomly have, like, a harsh rule or an end of the story. Alright, let's spread it around. Okay. That was weird. They had a lot of colors. I wonder if they were 5 colors, because they had a bunch of cards in the end that seemed like they were trapped in their hand. So that's interesting. I have no idea how we're 10-5 right now with this pile. We've been really lucky tonight. We did saw Dragon from a deck of 1/1s. Let's not tempt fate. That's true. It's true. I mean, we saw Silverwing Commander there. Silverwing Commander is probably close to Steelbound Dragon in power. That card is sick. Yeah, I love that you called 4-color 1/1s. Like, they weren't 4-color 1/1s. We know that. We know that they're not actually all 1/1s, but goddamn, that was just so good. What a great top deck call. Alright, this hand's sweet. There's an argument for waiting on Xenon Destroyer so that we can preserve her. Okay, they obviously have Torch. Maybe Temper. Maybe. I can't. We need time. And we need Primal right now. I gotta dig. I gotta concentrate on playing the cards in my hand, not drawing more unplayable ones.
Guide my fists.
I'm gonna play the Monk because they're gonna Torch, and that's the card that I want to lose the most. Or maybe they don't because they have a trump for it.
The corruption spreads. The best of both worlds.
Alright, show me the Torch. Like, holding off now just doesn't make any more sense. They're gonna attack first, probably, because we can't actually block well if they have Torch. That's the smart play, is to just swing, if they have it. Ooh, Memory Dreader is insane. Oh, I really wish we'd been able to Time Weaver that first.
Good time.
And they have... Wait, what? Umbran Reaper and Scrap Tank. Good lord. Okay, so their deck is miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles better than ours, because they just have a way better draw. Like, a way better pool. Temper was the card, though. Temper is pretty interesting. Scrap Tank. Good lord. How do we get rid of that? How do we stop this? I don't know. I do not know how we beat this right now. Is Scrap Tank or Umbran Reaper scarier? Both of them are really, really bad. I actually think Umbran Reaper might be worse for us. We need them to use Temper, and then we can Cabal Rogue. Maybe get there. Man, they have a lot of bombs. I mean, they're playing 4 rares in their deck. It's a lot more than we can do.
The throne must be destroyed.
That was actually really stupid. That's reckless. It's literally reckless. It's living up to its name. Yeah, here comes Scrap Tank. There's something else? Having a good pool is cheats. It feels like it right now.
You're worth more dead than alive.
Gods ain't gonna help you, son. You'll be sorry for what you done.
This just in. Local streamer wins lottery. Okay, so that saved me from my very, very bad mistake.
Thank you.
They can temper their own creature. I just realized that, and it's 0. Ah, it's 0. They can do that. They can't temper. They have no power. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They got the Phoenix. It costs 0. That's what I'm saying. And our opponent immediately went and read their Grenadin. They know that they can do it. Well, it's my only out, so let's, like, they'll do it. If they screw up, okay, cool, they screwed up. Then it's good for us. Wow. That's a pretty big mistake. Oh, it's 0 cost? This lowers the cost of all non-unit cards in your hand each turn by 1. So, yup. It was a freebie. And that's why they were pausing. If you notice, they had pauses. They had it at 0. Temper doesn't say enemy, does it? So weird. Also, Memory Dredger plus Scrap Tank is... Ugh, what a heck of a combo. Okay. I'd love to be able to refresh that. That'd be pretty sweet. Sniping and holding for the rogue? Maybe. Ugh. I don't know how we get out of this anyways. Right, I'm an idiot. I'm playing really badly here. They deserve to win. I mean, their deck also just has non-stop bombs. We've played against a lot of really powerful things, but I think this might be the best deck so far. This deck is terrifying. Not chump blocking, that's kind of weird. Because you can just buy it back for free. They've already shown that. Yeah, they don't have anything else. That is kind of strange. Hey! Strawberry Pepper with 2 months!
Places a mini upon friend's deck. The mini purrs. Peppers bless the drink.
Thank you so much, Strawberry. How am I? Doing okay, I suppose. So, I mean, I guess technically I can refresh the Primeval Plover. I have a blocker. We'll see. Just put it in the Discord, Cosmic One. I'll play when I can. We have a Super Wisp, yeah. Our opponent's deck is filthy, though. They have Scrap Tank, Memory Dredger, Library Phoenix, and Umbran Reaper. Like, their deck is filthy. And those are all in their hand. They could have more. Yeah, I need to save this. It's too important. They'll still be able to attack in this turn, but... yeah. 7 damage. You can deal 8 with Temper. Yeah, and we flooded too. Wow. That was going to be a very, very hard match to win. Their deck is very unreasonable. Especially in comparison. I mean, are we playing 2 rares? I don't... Are we? No, we're playing Contra now. Yeah. Yeah, so we are playing 2. But I mean, they had a legend and 3 rares in just their hand. Who knows how many are in their actual deck. They had a sick pool. And I mean, everything works with it too. Scrap Tank works super well with Memory Dredger. Obsidian works really well with the whole thing. Umbran Reaper works with all of the graveyard and void shenanigans. Like, their deck is incredible. And that draw was really, really good. I was surprised they didn't use the temper to save their scrap tank. That would have been the right play. Even if they were sniping us, which I don't think they were, but even if they were, they wouldn't have died to Cabal or Rogue anytime soon anyways. So like that sniped, it wouldn't have made a whole lot of sense. Like it still would have absolutely crushed us to just save their scrap tank. So I was really surprised about that. Timber doesn't say an enemy, does it? It might. Like that might be the saving grace. No, just deal 1 damage. Yeah. People die to Cabal Rogue all the time. Sure, but they weren't going to that game, is what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with you. Cabal Rogue can win games. But, like, with that particular game, they'd have busted through us easily. They could have definitely raced us. They were miles ahead already. They were racing it just in the air. We had no way to race them, realistically. I can understand kind of being afraid of it. I mean, like, it would make sense if they were sniping us, but I don't think they were. Like, they just needed to be slightly more aggressive, and they could have easily crushed us. Cabal, Rogue, or no. We'll keep this. Maybe it's one of those circumstances of a snipe actually leading you to a worse line of play, because they ended up keeping it for Cabal Rogue when they didn't even really need to.
Easy, big
Maybe.
guy.
I don't think they were sniping, though. I just really don't think that happens that often.
Draw, mister.
Rakana Outlaw. I don't like a lot of aggro cards, but Rakana Outlaw is just meaty. Card's good. If they won, they were sniping. Oh, is that's the rules? Oh, damn. I haven't been streaming long enough. I'm a new streamer. You gotta teach me the ropes. Teach me in the salt. Lord. Good lord. Yeah, that's it. Oof. This is already going poorly for us. Your deck looks a lot better than ours.
Keep to the honors.
It doesn't take a lot for that to happen, but it does look a lot better than ours. They keep attacking. Oh, God. I don't know what that accent was there for a minute. Oh, God. God. But yeah, that's, ooh, and more power. Ooh. Yikes. Oh, boy. This is getting real dicey, too, because they're just drawing all gas. Yeah.
Follow
Wow. I'm just gonna... I have to draw some kind of power here. I mean, we're dead. There's no way we get out of this. We need something right now. We needed something last turn to get out of this. There's no way that we can possibly win here. Let's prevent damage, I suppose. We need like 5 or 6 top decks in a row with our opponent drawing nothing. Yeah.
Another flawless escape.
That's pretty good. Or we merely need the best card in our deck by miles. That one might actually do it. Alright, it still leaves us in a position where we have 0 cards to their 4. Down on board still. But that gives us a chance. Oh, God. Yeah, it's not getting a whole lot easier. We really need to stop drawing power cards.
My dragons flee.
I mean, the good news is that eventually this game is going to go on long enough that we'll be able to start playing. And, like, if they're not breaking through here, we can somehow get out of this. Because we've got to stop drawing power eventually. We can't just sit here and flood this bat the entire game. Like, that's helpful. Nice. Yeah, okay. That's almost certainly we're dead. Like I said, being down like 4 cards, well, they were up on board still. I mean, it looks like we're up on board because we've got the one big beater, but realistically, their board's a lot wider and better than ours. I have not received anywhere near a 15 Torgal Ice Cap Trader this week. No. We have to block this. At least Warmick Tranter is not amazing, although they did get the tribute on it, which is not something that happens too often. Wow, we're still flooding. Oof.
Let the ritual commence.
Yeah, they're 3 cards deeper and 3 power less than us. That's probably really, really bad. Wow. Ooh. Okay, well, that is certainly the game. Yeah, 3 cards up, and we're now 5 power ahead of them. I mean, we're down a virtual 8 cards just because of the fact that we flooded out so badly. Being down 8 cards is a bad situation, as it turns out. It's really hard to win games when you're down 8 cards, just because of your draw. Oof. We almost pulled out there. That accelerated evolution was really, really good. But then we just top deck power, 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 power. Shows how good accelerated evolution was, though, because, man, our deck was doing absolutely nothing. We had a really miserable draw, and we were way behind. And drawing accelerated evolution almost saved us. Have I tried drawing an even distribution? I've tried, never succeeded, though. And Darrow Digital keeps pretending the power system needs to fix. It doesn't. It doesn't need a fix. No, it's fine. You need to have RNG in these kinds of games. Yeah, you can maybe rework the mulligan system. There's arguments for and against that, but I don't even think the mulligan system's that bad. It's in a pretty good spot. We just... Sometimes you're gonna get RNG'd. Welcome to playing this kind of thing. Like, playing card games, I mean, it's the same thing as any card game. Poker, Magic, Hearthstone, any of them are going to have that. If you mitigate it down a whole lot, then it just becomes chess. So, I mean, that's fine. Chess is a good game, but chess isn't the game that I want to play. Getting that top deck feels real good when it happens to you. It's just that you've also got to accept that if you're going to have a game where you get the really fun, cool top decks and you get to do fun stuff, you're also going to have games like that, where we just draw a billion power in a row and don't do anything.
You're worth more dead than alive.
I might have to trade this. We've got a lot of top end right now. I kind of hate it, but I don't have a good way to get rid of it for a really long time, I bet. And we do still have cut ties for something else that's big. Cobalt Ring. Cobalt Ring is actually scary. That can be really, really good in the long game. Alright, we've drawn enough power to play Cabal Rogue. Now we need no more for the rest of the game. Eh? No more power ever. Just be real nice to us for once. That's good. I like that one. We even have cut ties, so if they have like a big blocker, we can kill it and get 2 big creatures.
You aren't welcome here.
Or I can do that. Well, darn. Cobalt Ring's really, really good in grindy sealed matches, which is what this is. Like, it's already gotten them a lot of value. And we haven't been able to take any advantage on it yet. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. Definitely let that happen.
This is almost too easy.
Got a good blocker, and the 4/3, and we have the 1/1 as a chump in case they have some other kind of stun. And now Cabal Rogue can kind of get in there. Cabal Rogue is a real big threat right now.
We fly with honor.
Oof. That's scary. We're attacking with that. That does almost make me want to just block here. Because we can hold up cut ties later. Yeah, like, they obviously have a combat trick. There's no way that they attack with that with having nothing. Man, our draws really need to even out. We had that game earlier where we just didn't draw any power forever, and now we've drawn a bunch of hands in a row where, yeah, this just keeps happening. That is killing us. Now might just be time to race. We've got the cut ties, let's just start slamming. I actually don't mind killing the Honored Skyguard, because then they can't discard to draw extra cards either. Look at more things. This might be too aggressive. Might be. I know that we're letting them have a deadly quick draw, but we have an unblockable unit. I think that's okay. So they have something here, obviously. Lightning Strike. Cut ties. At least we drew something. Because we have almost double our opponent's power again. Did they even discard any? They discarded 1. So they've drawn a bunch of extra cards on us. And we're still this far up ahead. Yikes. Again.
The corruption
Oh no.
spreads.
Okay, we can't be Corrupted Umbran without something really, really hot. That is not it. Can't even play it. Because if we play it, then they just hold off, and then Corrupted Umbran gets to eat it. Gain them a bunch of life.
Just don't look down.
Okay, at least they're playing Journey Guide. That helps us a bit. Oh, they have a combat trick, right? Well, we have to. I mean, they just get us. Yeah, there's the rapid shot. So they have the perfect combat trick. We can just scoop now. We don't have any way to win. We had a lot of flood again. We flooded out really, really hard. They drew a bunch of extra cards on us and we still were way up on power. Those are some unfortunate losses. We went from screw into flood into flood. That wasn't the worst flood. We had a lot worse before that. Gotta hope that we just start drawing hands that have like a more even distribution. We don't have like 10 to 12 power by turn like 12. Which is what we have been doing. We've been drawing well over half of our power in the last 2 games in the top like third or less of our deck. This hand needs power. I'm super scared to keep it. Because I feel like for sure we just miss on it. Cut there was a misplay. We were flooding out. I needed to try and pressure them. We were close to winning with the Cabal Rogue. And we weren't going to win against... We weren't going to win against it without cutting it either. We need more removal in our deck. It's part of the big problem. Our deck is also just really bad. Like, we just don't have a pool. We have very, very few removal spells and almost no bombs. We have, like, one actual playable rare and one rare that we're just kind of playing, even though we probably shouldn't, which is Gatra. Because we have very little lifesteal, too. This is our big rare. Oof. Amethyst Ring is scary. That's a really good one. I'm gonna start off with the 3-4. They paused there. What do they have on 1? Oh wow, do they have a Contra? Alright, I'll let them draw the card. Maybe they have Finest Hour, which I guess that would have been bad for me, but yeah, just for the 3-4 I'm willing to do it. That was a fantastic draw. Sharper reflex. Wow, they're gonna throw it away? Huh. Okay. I'm really happy about that turn of events.
They will be punished.
That is excellent for us.
Easy, big guy.
Give that flying for now. Now we have a cheaper Twin Brood Sauropod next turn. Baton. Yeah, alright, that's annoying. We didn't just keep Smash though. Cut ties, sure. They still only get a 2-2 in. We can race that.
Embrace the shadow.
Need a power card for that. Dude, Ilyon, you had your best set of drafts ever and just made it to Diamond Draft for the first time, using only gold. Nice, though. Good for you. I just punted that. I should have attacked with this too and made it endurance. That was really, really dumb. What am I doing?
Easy, big guy.
Now, however, I think I might just do this as endurance. Sword? Sure, that's fine. We've got some of the unblock ability here, so we can actually get through.
Keep to the alleys.
And if we get another power... I like Time Weaver, but we really just need to draw Cut Ties. Or a power card for Cabal Rogue, either way. We can also use the Hair Trigger Pistol next turn. Cool. Hair Trigger might be the way to go. Jump everything. Whew. Boy, I made a big mistake there. I made a really big mistake. I should have been putting more pressure on them. But I came out of it anyways. That was a bad play. Probably a little bit of tilt from those really bad draws the last couple games. It's just that we did exactly the same thing this week, which is frustrating. That we, like, started out really well, despite how bad our deck is, and then we just immediately plummeted. And we didn't plummet because of, like, a bad misplay like that one, like if I lost that game, that's fair. I couldn't feel bad about that. That would be deserved. I made a stupid play in a tight game. But like we've been losing because we drew 12, 13 power and just nothing else, and that sucks. Those are the ones that hurt. Because there's really nothing you can learn about them. That's the only problem. They tilt me, and they probably shouldn't. Because like I said, I realize that RNG is a part of the game, and I don't want it to go away. But it still sucks. Still hard to deal with sometimes. That was a very good top deck. You don't think you're ever going to get over how completely stupid drawing like 20 cards off the enemy deck is? Yeah, playing like double Azindel is pretty sick. I didn't have it earlier to... Well...
You look lost.
I'm putting up a YouTube video, but it's not up yet. So it hasn't happened as far as anyone knows to me today. Let's Play Ranger turn 2 is super good. Awkwardly, I cannot play this 3/3 afterwards. I'm not sure what they're pausing for. They also have like a Beast Caller's Amulet. Oh my god. Why did they pause on that? Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to... Yeah, we cannot possibly beat that. That's not drop. There's almost no deck in Sealed that can beat that. Alright. So in 5-5 this week. Started out really, really well, and then hit this curve of just getting superpower screwed, and then flooded. Then this game, oof, opponent had a good deck, and a really sick draw. Not much we can do about that either. But they played well, and obviously did what they needed to do to win, so can't be super upset. We need a lot of help with our deck. Our pool is super, super rough. But it shows that, I mean, we still managed to pull out, like, I'm annoyed about it because I know I can do better even with a deck this bad. But, like, with how unplayable the vast majority of our cards are, being able to pull out a winning record is pretty good.